So this is how we're gonna start the stream off. Funky, funky, fouled up, funky mood. So salty. Um, so my goofy ass is trade in the green background. The sniper entry we had last night. Forgot to put the damn take profit in. Don't know how I did. I did have the trailer stops in. If I would let the stops where it was at, then I wouldn't have got stopped out and we would still hit TP, but the green one here in the background hit the trailer stops. Salty. And price action continuing. And I'm even extra salty because the trade entry we had from up in here, I closed because I wasn't trying to sit through this pullback. I closed that right here. Price only pushed up so much higher because I was looking for that imbalance to get tagged. And the entry move we was looking for from last night came back and got smacked to the teeth. So if you were trading NY this morning, caught that news, and you still had them levels marked up like we had last night, stupid, stupid too. But overall tonight the market going bear. So if you ain't already in, you on the sideline like me because this it. Overall, still continuing bearish. Higher time frame down. Let's bump out and see how we looking. Um, some smashing ass call outs last night, the night before. Just overall trading AUD, USD strength, AUD, USD bearishness overall to the downside. We got levels over here to the left. We're looking to get filled, especially once we got below this low. So I think that is what I was thinking about when I say I didn't put the TP in because when I zoomed out to the higher time frame, I said, okay, with the other positions that I got in, I'm gonna set the TP at that 66,700. I'm gonna let those positions close. The one that I got the super sniper entry in on last night, I'm gonna just let it run because I see from the weekly time frame that that next support level is like way down there. So if I can get an entry from up here and then down trail the stops, I didn't expect the news to come back and touch that imbalance that entry was looking for last night, but it did. So the buy limit that was up there got deleted, and yeah, price came back and smacked up there. But the take profit I thought I put in was 66,500 or 501. Like we got identified right here. I could have sworn because I even woke up this morning. I closed off another position and let this one run. Um, yeah, and I thought I put it in. I came back to the brokerage trying to see how much we had to ran up because I knew I seen TP smack on my terminal trading off the phone and got back. Damn trailing stocks got smacked right over here. Um, yeah, way up there too. It was like 820, 67, 829 was the trailing stocks. See, yeah, definitely a new pot off. Something like right up in here. Got smacked. Overall, definitely big bearish. Don't know how much more gas we're gonna see tonight. So what happened 8 o'clock. We're gonna see does it pull back, does it continue. I don't think I'm real. Um, like I just think I don't feel it tonight like I've been feeling it yesterday and the day before. Um, what day? Wednesday, so Tuesday, and Monday when I catch up charts, I was feeling that shit. I was like, oh yeah, we about to run this. We about to smash these charts. But tonight, um, because of where we pushing to, creating that new lower low, we could play the same way we did last night, looking for price action to react from levels, trending up the lower time frames. The right here, what we're gonna do is go back and we're gonna blank that and mark that up. Just to run through the market real quick, looking at GJ. I don't know what we were looking for last night. I can't remember. Oh yeah, so that sale we had from last week on Friday finally came back and smashed up TP1, TP2. We're looking to see how we reacted once we tap into that imbalance. Right here, we get a bullish reaction. Now we're doing a drastic pullback on the 1 hour, on the 15. Let's see if we can see anything proper. There. What's up, we did? Came back. 2, 3, roll over. Came back to the 2, so that was came back to the 3, high, low. I don't know what it's pulled back to, but on GJ, if it rolls over bullish, start back making higher highs and higher lows, I would take some buys coming from this little ramp and her. So, at the moment, price action, only 1 minute time frame, start doing this. Then I'll definitely wait for one of these moves right here. But it all depends on when it starts to create that, because if we get up into this level and fail to continue to make higher highs and higher lows, then ultimately it might continue to keep leaking. So but I'll wait for this right here to take off on TJ. Probably 15 in the top frame would be good. See it happen on GU. That hourly, what we were looking for. Continuation sales below. Yeah, I played it out and I didn't take them. I missed all action. I got the break and the retest exactly to that level and it melted. Just getting out the gas. Let's see. Yeah. What is it? GU? GU at weekend analysis. That is a P go UJ. GU from weekend analysis. We didn't have it identified yet. Okay. So we're looking for the shorts. As you can see, this is over. Price action closed below 13,510. Retest that thing. More time frame, how we look. Alright, so coming from our reaction we were looking for from 14,727, we pushed up into that level. And then rolled over, started making lower lows, lower highs. We finally broke through that 4-hour support we were looking at for continuation sales. Don't know if I would have took entries immediately because I would want to see it pull away a little bit and then come back. And then when the news popped off, gave you a great excuse for price action to pull back to potentially take those continuation sales below 13,510. So if you watch the weekend analysis, all this type of information is lined up and set out there and put in the world for other people to view. All you just gotta do is tune in and then wait for the market to open up and get active. Straight like that. Ooh, pushing over into the USD. 59 leakage. Came back, ready for the man. We gotta continue to keep going bullish, so we want bears, big bears, but trends over our bears, so was looking to see how we reacted from there, and we're gonna continue to go down. I don't really trade in you like that, so get your retrace and take it even lower. UJ, did we break out of consolidation? Hell no, ain't did Nathan. Everybody else in the market, we got some big drastic move, and GJ or UJ ain't moved, so I will keep moving right past that chart. Look at where it go. What gold did? Ooh. Okay, so still ain't come into 16. 477, but potential, consolidating right here. But we retested that 4-hour support. We were looking for price action to come all the way down 1645. It got close. 1647, somewhere up in there, but it is what it is. Still could have had two double burgers full with 20 pips. Double burgers filled with pips. Ooh. Look at that. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about last night with the S&P. Like I said, I ain't too hyped on AU set up tonight, so not in the rush to get right back over there. But we talked about this last night. Let's see what's about to happen. 8 o'clock. Let me see. See, and this is what I was talking about not putting buy limits right now, because price action coming to that level like a big ass freight train. Yeah, I ain't trying to get smacked right into the stop loss. So we have hit into that level that I had identified from weekend, and I'm gonna highlight you, bro. Until you go off there. We're gonna take you off. Yeah, we just gonna see what S&P. Hold on, for you, go take it off. Let me see. What the fuck is that? The bed that's building. I'm like, when we I was gonna go back to the area where I marked this up from, and I didn't look at it, see what it was. We smashed right through that level. I would like price action to stop right on top of that level and started producing this type of price action right on top of the level. So we done broke through. Ooh, best to be cautious. So what we're gonna do is back on out and then look left. See what we're looking at. 1 hour chart. S&P. Okay, okay. I see what we're looking at. Came and grabbed, and then okay, okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, that's what happened with this. When I went down to the lower time frame, I couldn't zoom in way back to there, so I just had to take it from like what it is right here. I just had to. Ooh, yeah, because they go out to like 30, 15 minutes. When you go looking left, it won't zoom back. It won't go back far enough to see them small time frames. So yeah, uh, we definitely. I'm definitely gonna have to wait for price action. What price action is right now to roll over bullish to potentially take these buys on the S&P. Um, I would definitely do small risk because you definitely counter trade. And I can't really see enough candle work looking left to really specify a zone potentially take the trade. But like I said, this is the area we were looking for. Protection finally came in too. We're gonna see how it plays out. So right now we on the paper trading, just right here. I am not in on the S Imperium. Paper trade. PPEO. Trade, my friend, is a paper trade. We need to turn about big bullish. Higher, high, higher, low, and then I meet. But I don't know though, because when you're within the market for so long and you take certain type of trades, like this is how I was trying to attack Bitcoin past weekend, trying to take these buys at the bottom. And yeah, they reacted and pushed up, but ultimately TPs got smacked. And TPs on them on the Bitcoin trades, like I had, some real tight stops, like 10 pills, 15 pills, and that's really tight to be trading Bitcoin. But with the areas I was looking to get in from, I was able to have them too, some of them tight stops. I was, catching weak interest from something like this, and then as they pushed up, I went into profits, ultimately expecting to push up big, higher, but it'll go up a little bit and then just smash down and smash up and stop loss. So yeah, overall, not too good. So I want to see some higher highs and higher lows, breaking some significancy over here looking left. Ultimately, probably wouldn't see it on the 1 hour, but you know what I'm saying? If we come back to this chart, the price actually closed above here, still making higher highs and higher lows, I definitely will have more confidence in taking one of the pullbacks to continue to go higher. Um, let me see. Okay. So we come back, keep an eye on that one. See what and overall, like I said, if you ain't already in, you try to just. It's looking like a no trade night for real, for real, for real, because price action then leaked and leaked and leaked and leaked and leaked. She knows. All right, so what I really want to do is just dive into higher time frames and identify structures where I think price action is potentially coming to first level that makes or that gives my eyes to buy to sell right here or sell to buy. Sell to buy right here as well. So I see that comments we want to talk about to the monthly and look at the structure there. And as you can see, price action pushed up without really any down to fill that range. You know, we could just leak on down. So, looking at this from our time frame perspective, we identify the structure, lower high, lower high, lower low, take a new lower high that goes down. Definitely retest this low and create that new lower low. What we gotta do on the lower time frames is identify which levels within the market and price action potentially could retrace from or retrace to, so where we can get in and get access to the downside and take advantage of this bearish trend right here. So on the monthly, not too many levels you can identify. On the weekly, to the left, the FXCM. I'm gonna change this to Honda. Oh, Honda. Yeah. Ooh. This one. Just right here. Just right here. Remember. Add that to it. Watch this. Yeah. I'm gonna start deleting some of these over here because I don't really. I got to do XY, GDPR. I'm really messing with that. That's nice. I'm gonna kick him out of there. Go. Really crack. Yeah, GG. Yeah. Move Bitcoin to the bottom of this at this point. Bitcoin is just dropping to the downside. We put AU's number 2, man. Yeah, UJ go. Let's see. All I'm gonna do is put that AU up here. Switch over to the one chart, delete here, and then start over from here. The allow to note that one, and this one. All right, there's a belief within the market. Identify that as a close level simply because we haven't seen price action retest that level just yet. As price action pulled away, we haven't come back to retest that level. So these levels I'm identifying now are potential areas where price action could react in the future. I'm identifying from what happened in the past, but where it could react in the future. So as price action come down, I would naturally expect price action to do something random or some type of hesitation or like, okay, so as we're coming down right here, create support, push back, create the resistance, came down, break support, create support right here, push back, create the resistance, come down. So what I'm expecting right here is probably potentially build the support, pull back to retrace, break through the support, come down to test the retest this next support. So that's why I identify, highlight those areas there. And we go down to the daily, we see high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Let's start to create the lower low. So basically on the daily, this is the level we identify, paying attention to. We going down, that broke structure looking left. So this whole push right here is just one leg, one push to the downside. When you get to the lower time frames, you can identify high, low, lower high, lower low. But as far as reading on the daily time frame, this is all one push, and it still really hasn't found its bottom. So that's why I said trading tonight, trying to get in on AU because of how strong bearish these candles are. I don't really see too much retracement coming. We might be able to catch a little something at 9 o'clock, but overall, I think when we get down to small time frames, we probably already started impulsing into the low. So yeah, it must have been no trade night, and I'm cool with that because we've been booming and busting since Sunday. So yeah, I'm good to break. But we don't think in this market, and then we're gonna see what we find. Cause I mean, we could go down there and catch some. That part of the game right there is free. Big. Let me see what you play music on here, bro. I see one of my videos had like a copyright tag on it. Oh, copyright. I ain't trying to do none of that. I ain't trying to drop nobody bars. I just was listening to a little music and then, try to get a little amperage in my system before I go live. Cause looking at these charts, like if your energy ain't right, this can be boring as hell. Especially when you've been talking to yourself for a minute. You gotta be able to hold that conversation with yourself and be able to entertain the audience that's not there yet. So, daily we got the level that broke through structure right over here. So this level right here be the most significant one. On the lower time frame, as I'm saying, like I said, with the lower lows, lower highs, this is the last lower high that broke structure. Look left, and it came all the way down. One single leg. So go ahead and identify this Okay. And then, like I said, we can't really identify a bottom from this whole one push right here just because we haven't created that low just yet. So bumping down to the 4 hour. 4 hour structure. Lower lows, lower highs. Same thing. You look for the same patterns on lower time frames. Identify your ranges. Let's see. Identify your ranges, and identifying ranges will help you have a better understanding of what type of pivot you potentially are prepared to get ready to take. I knew, potential areas to target because I knew what range I was trying to trade within, and I knew potential area where price action was getting ready to push to. So, yeah, like I knew that 66,700 was gonna hit, and then the other entry, the 66,500 was gonna hit. Sometimes I didn't know that it was busted over in the Asia last night, but I knew somewhere during London in the Asia session the numbers was gonna hit. And had I not drilled the stops, or had I had proper take profits in there, I would have made up some change. But it's all good. And the other thing, I was like, yeah, with this entry that we had, I think it was these right here. But if I never closed that right there, that trailer, and just let it run, then I think we still with it. So yeah, overall, like I said, it has been a good week. So I don't mind taking it slow tonight and just seeing what the market gonna do. If it just want to flush tonight, flush during the money, then guess what? The morning time, it might retrade. I'm gonna get active and get. What is that? Problem me. Down all off track, bro. I can't even think what I'm doing right now. Okay, so we got a weekly open right over here. Lower high from the 4 hour. Lower high, so we'll identify this area on a 1 hour chart as the most significant lower high area within the market. And so why we do that? Well, simple. Position at a high, we broke through structure looking left, low. This is lower high, lower low. I look at it all as one push, but when you're reading the structure, if you don't know how to identify structure, you just look at where price action came from that broke, your levels looking left. This was low from this high, lower low, lower high. Now we still pushing to make that overall low, but lower time frame. So this would be 1 hour structure, lower low, lower high. I repeat that shit. I'm gonna start repeating that block. I figure people will catch on and be able to start identifying more watch these videos. So 4 hour we got that level. Can identify bottom. We also identify 1 hour level here. Come down right here, and pretty much just mark up your. I mark up my sessions. So next week potentially could be a bullish week for AUDUSD as we create this high rate up here. All this week, big bears creating that new low, higher time frame low, lower time frame low, all around low. Retracement to come back to retest structural levels, looking left, possible fill, imbalance right over here, get that new lower high, and then start to leak again. So that's what we're doing. Like that free gas 99, that free petrol. Today 21st. And London. Yeah, so overall, I think it's just leaking. If you're in already, then hold on. Alright, so we could open way low, way high, low, low high, low low. So yeah, I'm gonna be on week all the way down. For the people in the back, this is the next support area from the higher time frame 64,108. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey, we're gonna try to catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all. Yeah, right here, price action is leaking. Potentially, if you're waiting for some breakout shorts, you potentially could, caught that from 67,073. Um, and just as an impulse move to the downside, price action break below you, been up 11 pips. But the only thing about this, especially on the higher time frames, you don't really have much that go way back. We just ultimately broke the low. So this potentially just could keep leaking all the way down to 64,108. So in that case, what you do is, or what I'm gonna do, if it like potentially want to keep leaking all the way down to this, just catch me a retracement. They said top side. You take a break, exhaust, break, exhaust, break, exhaust, and just watch it chop all the way down, all the way into that level. The only way I'll stop looking for the, retracement short is if we come down and start to create, or we start to continue to make lower lows, lower highs, and all of a sudden get a spike that goes above some type of structure, especially on the 1 hour time frame. And then when it comes back down, fails to create that, or fails to break that low. So something like this is we continue to leak, retrace, leak, retrace. If we get something that comes down and like something like an even low or even breaks that low, but then all of a sudden come back and close above on 1 hour time frame and then respects this low, I'll definitely look for that buy back into structure potentially. But it all depends on what happens within the market. It all depends on what time of the day, the Asian session. If it's here, then the Asian, then I can take that. But something like this potentially take all Asian into the London, give you a little boost, continue to to run or grab some type of liquidity from somewhere, then reverse on your ass, and then New York session continue that reversal. So it all depends. But right now we're just leaking, baby. Ain't too much you can do unless you're already in. I mean, you could hop in. I ain't about to hop in because this could pull back as far. This is the beginning of the move way up here. We are at least 155 pips. As it is the Asian session, the new daily candle is open, so we could just be making the bottom with it. Could be doing lots. It ain't up for me to assume, it's up for me to just react off what the market's showing. So as we can see, we have already broken yesterday's daily candle. Um, shit. This daily candle only open for 4 hours and already broke low, so yeah. Might as well just gonna let them do a thing. Keep pushing and keep leaking. But reasonable. Put that down. Buy limit right now because the price coming in like a freight train, and you should just smash right through it. It's gonna keep leaking. But yeah, we're looking for these buys simply because um, price action broke above structure, significant structure on the 1 hour time frame. This is the daily we broke above structure. So as we come back down, this right here is the man that pushed you into the highs that broke structurally left. So this ultimately all is retracement. But if we break to this level, then trend would then be bearish. Be bearish at that point. We break below here. We put a price point for all the people in the bet. We start closing below 36.46, somewhere up in there, 36.40. Anywhere down here, 36.30. Start closing below there. And continuation. Bearish was what it looked like. It's about to do. You keep leading. Daily looks like it's about to leave. Let's see what it looks from the hourly. Yeah, so if I'd have been watching this live and was sitting trying to trade S&P and had that lower identified, like as it was coming down, I definitely would not have kept freaking buy limit right there, because just that momentum just looked like it's about to crash through your entry. So not waiting on the actual candle to get there, just sitting in the market and just watching that just leap into that. Hell no. That could just continue, but as you can see, these last 1, 2, 3, now 4 hourly candles have seen a slowdown in momentum and volume, and this fucking close bullish tends to be creating a little support right there to say that if we respect that little support right there, especially on the 1 hour, potentially we see a retracement coming on back, and then potentially we can get active that way. I don't think it's market AU. There ain't really too much to market. It's just leaking. Yeah, they didn't really have a support down here in the hourly to say, okay, well now we can expect a retracement. We just got this resistance that pushes into the lows, and then support like way down there. So not really much you can do until you get a bullish close somewhere. Yeah, it's ugly. I would hate to be able to do that, but it was damn sure at that level we was looking at last night, right up there. I think I'm about to slide. Cause there ain't nothing going on. Potentially could take a little scalp buy on S&P if it's set up right and talk right to me. I'll hop in. Cause I ain't scared. I just need to see some confirmation first. But I'll hop in. AU, I ain't really trying to do nothing on that. Tonight is Wednesday. For the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, I have had the most booming, busting trades on Thursday. So I won't be going live, but if you want that Telegram, boy, we'll be acting in that Telegram. So let me know what you think. We'd like to see some different content. Drop a comment. Hit the comment button, hit that like button. Just so other people can be able to see that there are people who out here that trade the Asians that gotta get up and go to work in the morning and try to make a living, or try to find out how to figure out how to trade these damn markets in the Asian system. It's not the easiest to do. Waking up 6 o'clock in the morning and then going out there and beating knuckles on the concrete for 8, 9, 10 hours, and then coming here after going to the gym for 2 hours and get beefy on the bitch. Then coming here trying to look at these charts for another hour is exhausting. By the time I finish on these charts, I was like, man, it's 8 o'clock. I'm trying to go to sleep. But nah, yeah, these last few weeks, trading is really starting to pick up. I'm really starting to see the profits, like really starting to see them more consistently. Yeah, it definitely has been a journey. Starting off with fuckery with IML. Still, if I catch one of you on the street, it's on. Okay, it's on. All right. But yeah, starting off with them boys. I'm glad I started with them boys because it showed me something. Because I was already looking for something to invest in, but everybody, the banks and stuff I was talking to, you got enough capital, my friend. So I hate that I wasted money with them, but I'm glad that I found them boys because they showed me something that I was looking for. I just didn't know what I was looking for. I was, I needed something to slap me in the face. And when I had came into the game and was losing bread and hit stop losses and losing accounts and just kept getting smacked in the face, I was like, oh, hold up, no, quit hitting me that way. And I started getting smacked on the other side. And it was just like losing. Hold up, man. Hold up. It got to be something here, right? I know I ain't that dumb. I got a couple college degrees and I've seen a couple things, but ain't no way, my man over here flipping bricks and getting paid, and I'm doing what y'all tell me to do, and I continue to lose. So, I had to slide about everything, but learning this the way I try to do it, definitely the hard way. When they say get you a mentor, I now know why they say get you a mentor, because back then, I started in 2019, and when they say get you a mentor to learn how to trade, I was got a mentor for what? Wrong. I need a mentor for. I know how to get motivated and learn some shit and read a book. Yeah, that's me, baby. That's what I do. Went to college, 2 times, 3 times. But that ain't what it's for. You need a damn mentor to help your goofy ass know how to navigate these charts, to help identify and learn what certain levels mean, what certain candle patterns mean, why price action did this goofiness right here. If I was at the charts, I would have took these shorts right here from the exact same level we were looking at last night. So it's just only within the last couple months that I learned how to identify levels and reasons as to why price action came back into that level, grabbed all that liquidity, and then continued to leak. So, yeah, it's definitely been a journey and a process. Like when I first came in, I was goofy, put a lot of money in, lost a lot of bread. As I've gotten older, I've learned what to cut out, what to keep, what to talk about, what not to talk about, and what to use to get active. Just like last night, as I was showing how I would get active from that 1 minute time frame. Yeah, with that candle, how the candles will play out, how I would get active. I want to see. Let me highlight this. The last thing I do before I get up out of here. I want to see how this produced on the 1 minute time frame. Would it have given me what I was talking about last night to let me get in the trade if I was still at that level identified? So having that level beat. Once I would have saw a price action tap into that level we had identified from last night. And a little fresh for people back. Right here. So this was the level we were looking for price action to come back into. And even on the earlier trade ideas, I had a buy limit right there that I hadn't put in yet to my terminal. Right up here, 67.054. So as we caught the leakage right here, this price action would have pushed up in 67.054. We came up to 051. Ooh, you had a decision to make. But seeing price action come back, didn't break structure, so I would have known it's not ready yet. We came back up and didn't break that high, and then the next candle closed bearish. This isn't necessarily the candle that I like to see pushing into the levels where I get it. It's more like this candle right here. So if I was up and watching, I probably would have picked up right here. Well, no, because then the next candle wasn't big bearish. So yeah, but this candle right here is what I like to see at the top though. I want it to be one in the middle. But like I said, once price action didn't break this high and then it came down and we broke through that support, I definitely would have been in from here. I probably would have been in again from over here and then just watch that thing leak all the way back down there. So I was looking for the candle to see if it produced like I was identifying last night, but it didn't. But just based off of the levels, just based off of the structure, based off of the zone, based off of the liquidity, definitely would have took them charts, but wasn't at the charts. On AU, quick way to get active could potentially take a scalp buy. You got high potential to get cooked, but just like we were talking about, once this rolls over to the top side, high, 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 low, if this comes up and break this high right here and then come down and respect this low, I would take those scalp buys. Very, very, very small risk, but I would definitely take those scalp buys. I don't know why I'd be attracted to trades like that, but I wouldn't risk full amount. So if we start to roll over from here, as we broke this high and pulled back and respect this low, I'll enter from there. And then as soon as we broke and came back and retested one more time and respected low, as this low creates, so does my stop, my trailer stop goes with that low right there. And as it continues to do that, then you know, risk is out of the picture at that point, and then just let it do what it do, let it push as far as it go. Generally look for like 15 to 20 pips, sometimes 10 to 12 pips on trades like this, and then get up out of there because I already know market conditions are bearish. Only simply trying to catch retracement. I guess picking bottoms, like people say, picking bottoms, picking tops. It don't happen often, but when price action is just leaking like it is on the higher time frame, then you come out to a small time frame, you just kind of catch a little roll. Bad, take a little scout like that every now and then, but you gotta know what you're doing. You gotta have an idea to say, okay, if my bullish structure all of a sudden gets broken to the downside, I gotta get out of trade immediately because the market is overall bearish. But overall, that's all I got for this one. Like and subscribe, holla at your boy. I'm out of that thing. Peace. Yeah.